What's going on, everyone? Who's up for another round of Guns Up Mobile, the cool online PvP strategy game that released earlier this year and is making some waves? And rightly so. I enjoyed it quite a bit back then and just had to take the opportunity to go for a second deep look, watching how it's evolved in the meantime. The great news is that it remains as addictive as before. All that tiny and fun carnage is a joy to behold. If you like what you're seeing as well, grab the game for free by clicking the link in the video description. For those who didn't know, Guns Up Mobile is the handheld port of the awesome game that released in 2015 for PlayStation 4 first, and in 2018 release on PC. With some work and attention, this mobile version is perfectly adapted to touchscreen controls and features a neat combo of base building and warfare as you recruit and evolve your army of fierce but kinda brainless soldiers. Hey, you're the one in charge, so it's on you. As far as strategy games go, Guns Up Mobile is an action-packed beast. You don't have direct control over your squad, instead being this sort of omnipresent commander who orders troops around and relentlessly sends them to their doom. I mean, in the direction of the objective. One step at a time. No matter how many caps will fly, how many fancy pirouettes we'll see, or as many roasted marshmallows they end up turning into. But first, a bit of base building fun. Your base is where it all begins, as you get to develop your starting buildings and train your troops through a lot of hard work and a fair bit of raiding. Constant progression allows you to unlock new game modes and troops, and while there's some initial freedom to the order that you upgrade structures, your best bet is to follow the objectives and claim the rewards that each one of them offers. The base isn't just for show or for upgrades, it's an integral part of gameplay that you need to carefully organize. The outer area is where you get to set up defensive structures, from bunkers to sniper towers, or even walls and sandbags. These defenses will come in handy when another player decides to raid your base, so you'd better be prepared for the incoming attacks that'll occur without your active intervention. Or you can play the defensive mode and test your base's resistance against a series of enemy waves. The best part about this is just how complete the customization feels as you drag and rotate your structures, creating complex mazes of defenses that leave no option to the enemy but to move like a rat in a maze, hoping to reach the outpost, but most likely getting charged somewhere along the way. The more complex your base is, the slower the enemy will be able to progress. So take this time to group them up and use your commander abilities, including my favorites, the firebomb and the smokescreen. Just watch them cough their lungs out. Raids work in a similar way when you're the one attacking. You get to pick a player to raid, checking their level and a draft of their defenses. You choose your loadout, from soldiers to commander abilities, and even vehicles such as jeeps and tanks, if you have these unlocked. Vehicles use fuel in each battle, so you better upgrade the refinery to keep them ready for battle. With the current gas prices, I wouldn't mind having free access to one of these. A vehicle such as an armored personnel carrier is a beast that will humble most soldiers that are foolish enough to stand in the way, unless they're stronger than you. But Guns Up Mobile has other game modes that share one thing with the rest. They're fun. There's a zombies mode where your squad was somehow caught in the middle of a spooky graveyard with nothing but a tent and some sandbags as protection, with the brains crowd slowly but surely marching their way. You know, fresh meat and all that. Then there's another mode called Prison Break. In this one, your troops march forward and must take down stronger units who'll drop prison cell keys. You can use these to free additional soldiers, weaponry, or prisoners. These are, in fact, the real reason why you're fighting this battle in the first place. Another game mode called Bounty is coming soon, but we don't have any information on it right now. The main reason why I love Guns Up Mobile is because it's fun, no matter how challenging a level may turn out to be. In the end, it's a game that you can play for several hours or a few minutes each day, upgrading your structures and collecting new rewards that may give you the boost you need to finally take down another player base. With alliances to join and seasons to prove your strength, there are plenty of opportunities for new players to jump in right now. Besides, I really appreciate the detail put into the personality of each soldier. A great feat considering their small size and obviously similar clothing. The dozens of ways that they twirl, jump, burn to a crisp, tumble, fall to their knees, or lose their heads entirely is worthy of checking out with an attentive eye, and even a replay or two. The game's at its best when both sides are giving everything they have in a chaotic display, like the one you're seeing right now. Feel free to join in by following the link in the video description and get that base up and running so that I can send my troops there to find out how you'll be holding up. Enjoy these tiny soldier skirmishes, and I'll see you soon.